gracious God, your Son, said, "Peace I give to you. Help us be people of peace." It is a joy to be in the Cathedral this morning, to be with you. It was really fun because I live 5 minutes away. I live here in Trenton, Susan and I do. And I was able to kind of take it easy this morning. So easy that I left without taking a sermon. Fortunately, I left before my wife Susan left. So I was able to call her and she ran and got it. Every Sunday morning pretty much is a road show for me. I pack up my bag and Susan runs through a list. Do you have your hat? Do you have your phone? Do you have your this, your that? Do you have your sermon? But because I was close to home, we didn't do that checklist this morning. So, thank you, Susan. Isn't the cathedral beautiful this morning?
Yes.
Stand up if you help to do flower arrangements this morning. Stand up so we can acknowledge you. I will help. I think the Lord made all things, so we're grateful for His work in doing that. And I also want to thank, of course, the Cathedral staff and people of Trinity Cathedral. How many are visiting from other of our diocesan churches this morning? Look around, look around, look around. Isn't that great? That's great. Gordon Graham, would you stand up? Gordon Graham originated this idea 3 years. This is the third cathedral. Thank you. And I'm grateful that Dean Richard Reed is here as our celebrant. He's the Dean of the Burlington Convocation and one of our really faithful and wonderful priests in the Diocese of New Jersey. Do any of you know the name Becca Stevens? See a couple hands, a few hands. Becca is an Episcopal priest who lives and exercises her ministry in Nashville, Tennessee. She is chaplain at Vanderbilt University. More important and more relevant for my sermon this morning, Becca is the founder of a ministry called Magdalene House and a business called Thistle Farms. Thistle Farms manufactures handmade natural bath and beauty products. The costly nard in today's gospel reading triggered the association with Thistle Farms for me, but other parts of today's reading triggered that association as well. Magdalene House is a refuge for women who have escaped the world of prostitution and sex trafficking. While in the program, overseen by Becca Stevens, they receive therapeutic care and life skills training, which will assist them in entering the world in a healthy way. Again, Thistle Farms is an offshoot business of Magdalene House that produces natural healing oils and bath and beauty products. It's operated by the women who have graduated from Magdalene House's program. Often these women have numerous arrests and find it hard to get a legitimate job when they want to enter or re-enter the workforce, the legitimate workforce. Thistle Farms provides them with work and skill and aids them in building their resumes. At Thistle Farms, the women do everything from product sales and marketing to manufacturing to running the office, bookkeeping, and other administrative functions of business. Earlier this month, Becca Stevens was named a CNN hero. She'll be our keynote speaker at Diocesan Convention next March. Becca has not only raised the Church's awareness of the pervasiveness and evil of sex trafficking, she's helped raise the nation's awareness of this as well. It is a pervasive evil around the world. Girls are being trafficked as young as 11 and 12 years old, and are usually recruited into the sex industry at ages 15 and 16. It can happen quickly and easily to a girl in any socioeconomic class, to a girl of any race or ethnic background, and it is happening with increasing frequency. Often alcohol and drugs are the gateway to the industry. These predator pimps seduce a girl using drugs, and the next thing you know, they're being trafficked. I wonder who she was, the woman in today's gospel reading. I wonder who this woman who entered Simon the Pharisee's house with her jar of alabaster ointment, who placed herself at Jesus' feet and anointed them with oil in her tears. I wonder who she was. We don't even learn her name. As is so often the case with women like this, she is an object. Her name is lost. But at some point in time, she was someone's child, someone's daughter. I wonder if she ever knew her father, knew her mother. In today's gospel reading, Jesus has been invited to the house of the Pharisee. This Pharisee is important, well known in the community. We learn his name. It is Simon. Not Simon Peter, the apostle, it's another Simon. Simon the Pharisee. We don't know why Jesus was invited, but it's not surprising. Jesus ate with all sorts and conditions of people, rich and poor alike. It was in breaking bread with others that Jesus did some of his best and most effective ministry. The incident in today's gospel reading is no exception. There's a pretty good crowd at this meal, and the door to Simon's place is apparently wide open, so people can come and go as they please. A woman enters. She is known in the community. But unlike Simon, she is not known because she is respected. She is a woman of, well, ill repute. We can make a guess at why she is a woman of ill repute, and we will probably be right. She is also a woman who is desperate for something. She is desperate for compassion, genuine compassion and care. Like so many of the women who show up at Becca Stevens' Magdalene house in Nashville, she has had enough of being treated like an object, good for one thing only. She wants to be seen as a person, a human being, created in the image and likeness of God. She wants to be treated with some respect and dignity. She has heard of Jesus. Somehow she found out he was at Simon's house. She goes to him. She enters Simon's house. Jesus and others are reclining on sofas at this meal, following Greek custom. This woman positions herself at Jesus' feet. As noted, she has brought costly ointment with her and begins to anoint Jesus' feet with it. And to dry his feet with her hair, she's making a scene, even kissing his feet. It is an embarrassingly intimate display of affection, especially in a culture like Simon's, where there were clear, established boundaries between the sexes. You can imagine the stir this caused. You see that? You see what's going on over there? Do you believe it? You can be sure that everyone takes notice of this scene. Simon, the host of the dinner, certainly takes notice. He is concerned that his home will become a place of scandal, the talk of the town. Luke writes, "Now, when the Pharisee who had invited him saw it, he said to himself, if that man were truly a prophet, he would have known who and what kind of woman this is who is touching him, that she is a sinner." Jesus fully grasps the situation. He is not intimidated. He has one mission and one ministry: to proclaim the kingdom and love of God to all, and especially the most marginalized, the outcasts of the world. Jesus knows what's going on. He hears the whisperings in the crowd, feels their contempt, both for her and for him. But he also knows that this woman at his feet is a child, beloved of God. "Simon," he says to his host, "I have something to say to you." "Teacher," he replied. speak. A certain creditor had 2 debtors. One owed him 500 denarii and the other 50. When they could not pay, the creditor canceled the debt for both of them. Now which will love him more? Simon answered him, the one, I assume, for whom he canceled great debt. You have judged rightly. Then turning his attention to the woman, Jesus continued, do you see this woman? I entered your house, you gave me no water for my feet, but she has bathed my feet with her tears and dried them with her hair. You gave me no kiss, but from the time she came in, she has not stopped kissing my feet. You did not anoint my head with oil, but she has anointed my feet with ointments. Therefore I tell you, her sins, which are many, have been forgiven, because she has shown great love. The one to whom little is forgiven loves little. 2 observations. First, although Simon invited Jesus to dinner, he was not the complete host. He failed to display the basic standards of hospitality. Years ago, when I was waiting tables in New York, the owner of one of the restaurants I worked at held a party at his Southampton home for the staff of the restaurant. We weren't that large a crowd, but he and his wife didn't want the staff traipsing in and out of their home, so they rented a porta potty for use by the party guests. It sent a mixed signal about our welcome. Second, in many ways, this text is as much about who Jesus is as it is about anything else. Earlier in the story, Simon thinks to himself, if this man were truly a prophet, he would have known who and what kind of woman this is who is touching him. Well, Jesus did know. And Jesus also knows precisely who and what kind of man Simon is. Therefore, Luke makes clear Jesus truly is a prophet, which is an important part of Luke's theological agenda. For Luke, a significant aspect of Jesus' messianic identity is that he is a prophet in line with the likes of Moses and Elijah. The story in today's gospel reading helps establish this. Jesus said to the woman, "Your sins are forgiven." Can you imagine? Can you imagine how this made her feel? Those who are at table with him are still absolutely scandalized. Who the heck does this guy think he is? Who is this who even forgives sins? Who indeed? He is Jesus, the Christ, the Son of God who has power to do such a thing. That's who we Christians believe he is. When we look at Jesus, we are looking at God. When we see how the Son acts, we are also witnessing the ways of the Father. The Father and the Son are one, so too the Spirit. Jesus' words and actions in today's gospel reading provide us with a rich picture of the grace and love of God. Jesus turns once more to the woman. Your faith has saved you. Go in peace. Imagine her exhilaration, a lightness of being as she walks away. A great burden has been lifted from her. He has acknowledged her as a person with self-worth, a child of God, created in God's very own image and likeness. Today's Cathedral Sunday is a day we celebrate the ministry of this cathedral and the dear place it holds in our diocesan life. I am proud of this cathedral and its small but mighty congregation, its place in the heart of this community of Trenton, a struggling city. This cathedral provides a model for our churches throughout the diocese. It is engaged with the community around it, offering important ministry to the marginalized who live in this community. Above all, seeing the image of God in all those whom it serves, the children of the school who come here, the guests who come to Friday meals and sit and fall, those who need groceries from the food pantry or fresh vegetables from the farmer's market in the summer. This is their cathedral too. Cathedrals have always operated as centers in the communities in which they are set. Under the leadership of our wonderful Dean, Renee John, committed laity who worship regularly here, people are seen as human beings, known by name, their status as child of God, honored and dignified as it should be. And of course, this cathedral always hosts our diocesan events, ordinations, special celebrations of the age baccalaureate service, and on and on. It's an important witness and model for all of us throughout the diocese. Our call to see humanity, to celebrate the dignity of all other human beings, as Jesus did in today's gospel reading. It's not out of a sense of superiority, being better than everybody else. It's a recognition that we're all in this together. We're all sinners in need of God's redemption. We're all children of God who always stand in God's favor. Paul writes to the church in Galatia, we know that a person is justified not by works of the law, but through faith in Jesus Christ. We have come to believe in Christ Jesus, so that we might be justified by faith in Christ and not by doing works of the law, because no one will be justified by works of the law. One of our central convictions as Christians is our belief that we do not earn our way into heaven through works. Our way into heaven was earned by Jesus Christ on the cross 2,000 years ago. We are justified by grace through faith. God's love for us is freely given. You and I, we cannot do enough to be righteous enough to earn God's love. God's love is already a freely given gift to us. In today's gospel reading, Simon was so focused on righteousness and righteous behavior he could not recognize how much he himself was in need of God's love and forgiveness, how often that is true of us. We are quick to see the sinfulness and shortcomings of others, but fail to look into the mirror at our own shortcomings and our own sinfulness, as St. Paul has written. All have sinned. All fall short of the glory of God. But thanks be to God through Jesus Christ our Lord, we are all loved. We are all loved by God and called into God's embrace by the grace and love of Jesus Christ. None of us has done a thing to earn this. The good works that we do, the service we render, is not a means of earning our way into heaven or into God's favor. Our good works and service are, or should be, our response in love to love. The saving love God has already shown to each of us by calling us into Christ Jesus, his Son. So on this Cathedral Day, on this fourth Sunday after Pentecost, let's acknowledge that we all fall short and need God's forgiveness. Let's resolve that there are awful things going on in our world that need our attention, help, and firm resolve, as in Orlando, or the brutal evil of sex trafficking, hunger and poverty that are the daily visitation on too many, gross inequities in the systems of our justice, economic, educational, criminal justice. Let's remind ourselves that every human being is created in God's likeness and image, and that we are called by Christ, called to seek and serve Christ in all human beings, loving our neighbors as ourselves. Let us rejoice that God has deigned to call us into this vocation and identity. Above all, let us rejoice on this Cathedral Sunday in the witness of God in Christ, who says to us all, your sins are forgiven. Go in peace. Thanks be to God for that glorious forgiveness. Thanks be to God for that wondrous love in Jesus Christ.